And right after that, what followed was not routine maneuvering, but the opening move of a much larger confrontation. On April 11th, just before Donald Trump escalated tensions further by announcing, via social media, the imposition of a blockade on the strategically vital Strait of Hormuz, a move long tied to his demands for Tehran to fully restore unhindered maritime access along the route. The arrival of the USS Frank E. Peterson Jr. and the USS Michael Murphy, two multi-billion-dollar warships, was more than a show of force. As they cut through the volatile waters of Hormuz, Washington wasn't just projecting power, it was forcing open the gateway. But Tehran did not stay silent. The response from the IRGC was swift, severe, and deeply alarming, signaling that this was no longer a standoff, but the brink of something far more dangerous. In response, Iran's military issued a sharply worded warning. A statement from the armed forces declared that any threat to the security of its ports across the Persian Gulf and the Arabian Sea would trigger wider consequences, cautioning that no port in these waters would remain secure under such conditions. Iranian cruise missile systems reportedly locked onto the warships, while attack drones were deployed overhead, sending what officials described as a clear and immediate warning. One of the destroyers, USS Frank E. Peterson, is said to have detected radar targeting from Iranian missile systems, signaling that it had effectively been placed in a potential strike zone. Moments later, two drones began circling the vessels, a move widely interpreted as a final warning to withdraw. The message, delivered through the Central Command of Khatum al-Anbiya Central Headquarters on state television, went further, denouncing Washington's restrictions on international maritime transit as unlawful. Two strategically vital choke points in the Middle East, each presenting a distinct and urgent challenge. For now, Washington's immediate focus remains fixed on the unfolding crisis in the Strait of Hormuz. The duration of the blockade operation announced by President Donald Trump remains uncertain, adding another layer of unpredictability to an already volatile situation. But what the US did next was a remarkable tactical precision. After that chilling warning, the US didn't fire back. It pulled back, and then responded on a completely different level. In this video, we're going to break down exactly how Washington handled the situation step by step. The Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps Navy commands a vast swarm force, with hundreds, possibly even thousands of fast attack craft dispersed across the region. These vessels, including Boghammer-style boats and classes like Ashura, are engineered for extreme agility, with some capable of reaching extraordinary speeds well beyond conventional naval limits. Many are not merely patrol craft, they are weaponized platforms. Heavy machine guns, multiple rocket launchers, and even naval mines are mounted directly onto their frames, transforming them into fast-moving strike units designed to overwhelm larger warships through sheer volume and chaos. But the threat does not end at the surface. Tehran has also invested heavily in unmanned warfare, deploying loitering munitions such as the Shahed 136, a long-range kamikaze drone capable of striking targets hundreds of kilometers away with precision-guided impact. These drones, when launched in large numbers, are designed to saturate air defenses and create overwhelming pressure from above. Below the waterline, the danger becomes even more insidious. The strait itself can be transformed into a shifting minefield, naval mines deployed discreetly by small boats, drifting with currents, and nearly impossible to track in real time. These hidden explosives introduce constant uncertainty, turning every transit into a calculated risk for even the most advanced naval vessels. In this environment, conventional naval superiority begins to lose its edge. What emerges instead is a battlefield defined by asymmetry, where speedboats, drones, and unseen explosives combine into a layered threat capable of challenging even the most powerful fleets navigating through Hormuz. At Iran's core lies the swarm tactic, a strategy refined over decades by the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps. Instead of matching American firepower ship for ship, Tehran aims to exhaust it. Waves of fast attack craft, drones, and low-cost munitions are deployed simultaneously, forcing billion-dollar warships to burn through their finite interceptors and defensive systems. Experts have repeatedly warned that such saturation attacks, especially involving drone swarms, pose a credible threat even to high-value US naval assets.